This aircraft disconnected.
No, we saw it crash and fall in that
literally
ditch.
the propellers stopped going and it just went down.
Okay, well.
Okay, so before we get into the best and worst day we've had while traveling, you guys may have noticed in the last couple of vlogs that we've had, we've been traveling with a couple, Danny and David. You can find them at 2 Travelers on Tap. And we have actually loved the time that we spent in Vietnam with them, and we really missed them while traveling. But the way we met them was crazy, and then what happened on the trip was even crazier. It was amazing. So they messaged us on Instagram saying that they were gonna be in Cat Ba the day after we left, and we were like, okay, we like meeting up with everyone on Instagram as much as we can, and so we were like, you know what, if you guys can guarantee that you're gonna be here, we can guarantee that we'll stay a night and we'll go out and grab dinner. And so that's exactly what happened. So we went out and we grabbed dinner, and we got to the restaurant and no one was hungry, and so we were just like, do you guys just want to get a beer then? And they were like, yeah, beer sounds a lot better. So we literally just like went from our table to the next building over that was adjacent, and it was like a massive karaoke place that was really loud, and we had a blast. And we just ended up spending the night talking and enjoying quite a few beers, to be honest. And then we really hit it off. And so since we hit it off so well, we were like, oh, well, do you guys want to do a couple day things with us? And they were like, yeah, sure, we'd love to. And so we did those. And then we were like, wow, we really like you guys. And like, yeah, we really like you too. And so we're like, do you guys want to do the Ha Giang loop with us? Because they had talked about contemplating doing the loop, and it was just going to be a Ned and I initially, but they're like, yeah, what do we need for that? And well, it was like, well, you kind of need a motorbike. And they're like, did you know how to buy a motorbike? And I was like, yeah, I did it. And I actually ended up buying a motorbike in Hanoi. And they're like, sweet, if you can help us get a bike, we'll do the Ha Giang loop with you. And so that's exactly what happened. And guys, it was so much fun. Over the next, I think it ended up being like 2 weeks, we just had an incredible time traveling with them. And the Ha Giang loop, it was my favorite experience just because of riding motorcycles and being in like beautiful mountains, and just, it was an insane ride. If you guys haven't seen those videos, you need to click the link above so that way you can check it out. But do that after the video. So we ended up going to Hanoi, getting motorbikes with them, driving to Ha Giang, and he was very open that he was waiting for a time to propose to Danny. And David was like, oh, I have the ring. And it's funny, he's been showing everyone the ring while he's been traveling, and he's just been hiding it from Danny. He's like, Danny, you can't go into that box. And so she's respected it. And so he showed us the ring, and it was beautiful. He told us kind of what he wanted for it. Danny's only requirement was that it be like at a beautiful location, since they are traveling in these really exotic places. And that, my friends, is exactly what happened, and it was the coolest thing. So we're on the Ha Giang loop. It's the day before we hit the Ma Pilang Pass, which is like the most beautiful part of the loop itself. It's really cool the entire way through, but this is like the money shot of all money shots. Annette had actually convinced Danny at lunch to do her makeup and do a photo shoot in front of this ridiculous view, and it like could not have gone more seamless. It was so easy to convince her. Danny, if you're watching this, I'm so happy it was so easy to convince you. And David, good job, my man, because what happened next was magical. The proposal, beautiful, right? So we were like celebrating, we were really excited, and we had one last thing to do on the loop, and that was take drone footage. We were like, the day has been amazing. It's a beautiful ride. We've had an amazing time with our friends over the last 2 weeks. They just got engaged. We were a part of it. We were able to like film it for them, and like everyone's hearts were just so full, and we were all so happy. And like I'm on the drone and I'm getting the most beautiful drone shots. Like they were incredible, and like I was even proud of myself. It was one of those situations where you're like, yeah, that's real good. Anyways, the drone starts running out of battery, and I panic for a second because I don't think it's gonna have enough battery to get back. So I put it in like sport mode, which sends it really fast. And so I just zipped the drone back to us. I just like stopped recording and everything. And literally we're like, okay, we hear it. Oh, look, we see it, and everyone's waiting, and we're on the edge of a cliff. Keep in mind. And landing the drone is pretty easy. I do the same thing every single time. I literally just take the propellers and flash them to slow the drone down, and then it just comes down nice and smooth. No problems, I've done it a million times. Well, literally right as Danny says, how crap would that be if it just fell out of the sky? And then this happens.
This aircraft disconnected.
No, we saw it crash and fall in that
literally
ditch.
the propellers stopped going and it just went down.
Okay, well,
We literally just watched our drone crash and fall into the mountain. Over this view.
It was maybe 20 seconds from landing, and it had a fifth of the battery left. I have no idea why it just crashed.
It's still saying that it's landing.
No, it's just saying that it's disconnected.
We're gonna go
There's
look
like
for
2 people
our
down there.
crashed drone somewhere down there. I think it's reachable.
In this area, and I think it's just after these more sticky out bushy bit.
Yeah.
so the drone is somewhere in there.
And we're about to go try and recover it. Or whatever's left of it.
I think this wraps around.
Trying.
This is terrifying.
Why glad I parked it there?
Because the road goes down and then it's on the edge of the cliff.
Daniel!
What?
I'm this way! Keep right!
I cannot believe this happened to us. We're literally in someone's cannabis plantation.
So we've been looking for a little bit now, and all the roads that lead down just cut off or get super dangerous. And unfortunately finding the drone is not worth it at this point. It's not worth risking our safety. So drove the bike as far as we could, we walked as far as we could.